Dunedin. It's the home to 35,000 people who were drawn to the city's warm, sunny climate. If you've ever been there, you know that's so true. And stay because of its sunny outlook. Ishan is going to tell you he likes living in Dunedin and likens it to living in a very big, warm, loving family. But no matter what your age or interest, you'll find ways to connect with other generations in that city. In fact, each year the city holds nearly 30 events in order to bring multi-generations together. That's in addition to ongoing programs and activities. It all culminates in a big celebration they hold there in the first week of December. That's when the entire community celebrates Intergenerational Week. So that's another baby step idea, and it includes a mayoral proclamation. So here to accept the Best Intergenerational Communities Award for Dunedin is Ishan Mandini and Sharon Williams, who chairs the city's Committee on the Aging.
Enough pictures, we can stay around for hours after.
All right, Ishan, please stay. Ishan, please stay here. He's going to give us a glimpse of what life is like for a young person living in one of these communities. He's in high school, but he's already co-founded a foundation and a grandkids program. Take a look at his bio in your packets. It's absolutely one of the most impressive. You think, gee, here comes the next Obama. Ishan.
Growing up, being raised in a family, I was fortunate to have grandparents. My grandparents taught me a lot about my future, or about my past, and the experiences that they had back then. This information is unique for every family and every grandparent, and I was blessed to have grandparents. Looking at this experience that I had, I was kind of influenced to visit other seniors at other assisted living facilities and other hospices. And so at the age of 9, I would visit hospice and assisted living facilities and save my annual funds from allowance and whatever chores I did around the house. And I would buy gifts for each of these seniors' residents there. And the experience that I had visiting these people were remarkable. The different stories that they told me, it was life-transforming. One time I was visiting a lady, and she's like, what are you doing here? Why aren't you going to play ball outside? Why aren't you playing video games? I'm like, and then she told me that she would pray for me at the golden gates of heaven. And these little remarkable stories kind of changed my outlook on the elderly in that perspective. This movement of visiting the elderly at hospice and assisted living facilities became a tradition in our family, and we would do it every year for about 4 or 5 years. And then we created this program called Grandkids. And in this program, students from high school visit assisted living facilities for 7 weeks, and they bond through activities, games. One day it's called the Blast of the Past, and they go through all their photo albums and all the stories that the elderly have about back then. And one day it's a technology day, and the student kind of enriches the elderly on different technologies that we have nowadays that we can teach them, like computers or cell phones. So it's interesting to see their perspective on that. And what kind of got us into this was a demographic or a research that was done, and it stated that elderly in the United States, the suicidal rates amongst them has drastically increased. And another one was that empathy levels within the youth has increased 20% in the last 40 years. So empathy levels have decreased. So that kind of told us, why don't we bridge the gap between these two very valuable yet vulnerable sectors of our community together in an activity. With this Grandkids, my mother and I helped organize this, and we now have about 600 students, and we impacted over 1,000 seniors in the Pinellas County area, and going over to Orlando and in that area. Another organization that helped enhance this is the City of Dunedin through the Hale Center. The Hale Center is a activity center for elderly, and they partake in very physical activities. I was there one time volunteering, and I participated in Tai Chi and chair volleyball. I was sweating afterwards. These are really physical, and they're very active seniors. And with like these different organizations can really affect our community over the long run. And I would like to thank the City of Dunedin and the Community of Aging, Mayor Dave Eggers, Commissioner Julie Scales, Sharon Williams, who's with me today. And I would also like to thank Chairman Maroney from the City of Dunedin. And also, I'd like to thank my mom. She could not make it here today, but she's in India right now. But I'd really like to thank my mom. Together, it's a joint effort we put into this, and without her and without all the other people that came in with the Grandkids and with the City of Dunedin, this would not be possible. So, thank you.